alive! It's alive!
Otherworldlyculture.com presents Dead On Movie Reviews.
Salutations and mutilations, you're listening to Otherworldly Culture presents Dead On Movie Reviews. Tonight, we will present horror movie reviews and lively debate here on Otherworldlyculture.com and on future select Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Central. You can join our live chat at that time by clicking on live shows link on the Otherworldlyculture.com website. I'm your host, Tim Kretschmann, coming to you from the land of lakes and landfills, Muskego, Wisconsin. It's my honor to introduce the Faculty of Fear that will be presenting tonight's movies. Hailing from the Motor City, Detroit, Michael Cieslak is a lifetime reader and writer of horror, mystery, and speculative fiction. He has served as an officer in the Great Lakes Association of Horror Writers and is the editor of the Eerie Tales anthologies. Michael is the editor-in-chief of Dragon's Roost Press, and his works have appeared in a number of collections, including DOA Extreme Horror, Vicious Verses, and Reanimated Rhymes, and the collaborative steampunk novel Army of Brass. He's a kilt enthusiast, and he's killing it over at the dragonsroost.biz. He's Michael Cieslak.
Hello, everyone, and I would just like to take a moment to draw your attention to how well Tim has timed that intro. So he hits the psycho strings, the words, boom, little pause, psycho strings, continues on. Well done, sir.
Well done, Tim. Well done.
Done it a few times.
Well done, Tim.
I'm pressing buttons. It's so exciting over here. All right, next.
And speaking of pressing buttons,
we now bring our panelist Susie McIntyre, alternatively known as Susie Snowflake. Susie loves Poltergeist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. She loves wearing tiaras randomly. Please show us your tiara at this time.
Can you see it?
Okay, that is our tiara viewing moment. Susie is our host for the now streaming program, which is one of the rotating programs on Dead on Thursday. Here she is. It's Susie.
Wait, ready?
Oh my God.
your God has nothing to do with this.
It's happening again.
It is. It's not even the right
again.
game.
For those in the pool, at under 4 minutes, the first time that I've been disgusted with
sociable,
yeah.
sociable Mike.
All right. So, and last but not least, we have
Jeffy Jeff!
Jeff Miller. He's a sports broadcaster and news reporter in the Milwaukee area. Jeff has interviewed celebrities on the red carpets of the Grammys and athletes in the dugout. His enthusiastic style has given Dead on the Bases, Otherworldly Culture's podcast, a sporting chance. He's the ump. He's the champion of season 9, which he will tell you within 3 minutes of meeting him. He is Jeff Miller.
Hey, thanks. Hello, everyone. Yes, season 9. We're in season 10 right now, actually.
Are we?
Yep. I'm a little bit behind in this season, but that's all right. I got to give Tim a sporting chance.
Does everybody want to hear the ringtone I have of Jeff? Here we go.
Now listen, hold on a second. Hey, yup. Listen. Hey, yup. Listen. Hey, yup. Listen. And I'll listen. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. And I'll listen. Hold on a second. Listen. Hey, yup. Now listen. Hold on a second.
Anxiety producing. I love it.
That really is.
I want a special ringtone.
I'm actually working on that. So
I call Tim a lot during the day just to play that over.
it is amazing. I get the Jeepy Jeep when it's a text.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, so
I
I'll
do
leave voice
have-
messages from now on.
Yeah, the other one that I have for Jeff is this.
Wow. I have 3 different tones. Holy balls.
Yeah, damn.
Well,
And he doesn't answer any of them.
no,
You're exactly 100% correct.
You
100.
You are so on the bead with that one. It isn't
Excuse
even
me,
funny.
I would like the record to state that it is the great and the powerful that is getting us off track on this episode.
Yes.
I kept it to 2
100%.
minutes.
100%.
I am watching the clock. You should not be mean to the great and powerful.
Wow.
So he puts that out there. Okay. You know what it's time for?
Movie reviews.
Almost
That's
flat.
right. And let's start with our good friend, Mike Cieslak.
Hello.
What are you watching this time?
Okay, let me find him on here.
Is that Bella?
See if I can get
You're
if I can get
pointing to?
Drac on there for you.
That's Bella Lugosi as Dracula.
That's very.
All right.
That is a nice vest.
It's a camp shirt.
Oh, it's okay.
It's a what?
Did you get this at one of the 85 conventions you go to a year?
Yes, I did. And this one has not gotten a lot of wear recently because the missus has made me a number of outstanding bowling shirts that I've been wearing instead. So I
Nice.
pulled this one out for tonight.
A
That's
special
so
occasion.
Mike, do you bowl? have
Not
you?
well. I have.
Okay.
I was on a league when I was a younger lad, and we came in last every year except one.
Okay. Fair
I have a
enough.
number of plaques that say cellar dweller.
Okay. Okay. Well, we have something to bond about next time I see you at a convention.
Awesome. So this week I watched Abraham's Boys, a Dracula tale,
All right.
which is interesting because, spoilers, there's no Dracula. I can just cover him up right now.
Damn.
There's no Dracula in this.
Zero
Who is in this?
Draculas.
Who is in this, you might ask? Well, interestingly enough, Van Helsing is in this.
Well,
Played-
Abraham is the first name of Van Helsing from
This
the
is
book.
true.
Yeah.
Played by the amazing Titus Welliver.
Oh, he's the guy that's on that Amazon show. I
Bosch,
keep forgetting
yes.
about Bosch. That's
Yes,
been in my
indeed.
queue for literally 3 years.
That is an excellent adaptation of the books. If you've read any of the Harry Bosch books, I think he absolutely nails that character.
I get him.
You will also see Jocelyn Donahue rotate through here on the slides. She is Mina. What was the last name?
Harker.
No, Van Helsing, because Jonathan Harker, spoiler again, but you'll know this going into it within the first few minutes of the movie, dies off screen before this. This movie takes place in 1915, according to the text crawl, 18 years after the death of Count Dracula.
Okay.
Harker is gone. Mina and Abraham have married, and they have 2 kids, Max and Rudy, played by Brady Hepner and Judah Mackey. And that is your core cast right there. Most of the action is going to take place within these 4 people. It is the story of Van Helsing kind of training his kids to be vampire killers. At one point,
As
he
one
says that
does.
he's killed 13 and he's trained others, so hundreds of the undead have fallen because of him. And Mina has a rare blood disease, is how he describes it to his kids. You kind of get the feeling that this is the lingering after effects of what happened in the movie Dracula. As the movie progresses, the sons, especially the older son Max, starts to wonder if maybe all of this is bullshit. And there's the huge play of this is that, are there really vampires? Did any of this Dracula stuff that their dad's always talking about actually happen? Or is his dad just nuts and they've been preparing for something that's never going to happen? There's a little spoiler clip right there as far as slides go.
I'm always good for one of those.
Is the person that they kill as a vampire really a vampire or not? Is that there's there's some great quotes in here, but it's a little too spoilery. But that's the main juxt of the film is Van Helsing's story true, or is he off the rocker? Is Mina so ill because of the medical treatments that he's giving her to combat the effects of the long lingering effects of Dracula's venom almost 20 years later? Or is it his actual bloodletting that's making her sick? The transfusions that they go through, is that what's making her sick? This is the part where I'll do that after this. They have moved from London to Amsterdam, back to London, and now they are in completely off the grid and pre-grid, off the grid California. And he's concerned because there's a railroad spur that's going to come through. They've moved here to get away from everyone because he feels that Mina is still attracting vampires. So in order to protect everyone, they've moved way out here, and those scenes.
Now wait a minute. Why is she attracting vampires? Is she like Wolfsbane for vampires? Everybody wants.
The theory is that she's still carrying some of the taint from her from her association with Dracula.
Okay, so she's given off a scent or something that.
Yes, and he feels that they're gonna come and either claim her or they're gonna kill them all. And Van Helsing has killed all these other vampires, so obviously they're gonna want to have revenge on him. So they're way out in Central Valley, California, according to that slide, and the shots of that. You really get a sense of the expanse of this area that's around them and the absolute isolation. There are some beautiful shots they have like a very beautiful home that they've built, and there's just jack all nothing around them. And it's just amazing to see this beautiful home with the wraparound porch that you can see right there. Right. And then just nothing until all the way at the horizon, you have this mountain range, but it's just openness. And you really hammers in the feeling of isolation.
Well, you think about that. Back at that time, electric wasn't coming through yet. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these ranches were hundreds of miles, and the fastest form of transportation was still a horse at that time. It could take you a day and a half just to get off your own ranch to go into town and get whatever you needed or something like that. So
if there's a town nearby that actually has something that you might need.
Right. Okay.
This is where I'll depart from the movie and do the thing that people who are only here for movies really hate when I do the comparison to the original subject matter. This is based on a short story also titled Abraham's Boys, written by Joe Hill. Amazing horror author. I'm sorry?
Can I say something?
No.
Yes.
I just recently met him.
Yes, I did too.
Did you really?
As well. Yes, that's why I was very annoyed, because I was going to show my copy of 21 Ghosts that this appears in, and I can't find it. And I know I have his signature in it, so it's got to be in this room somewhere.
I'm sorry, I just digressed, because I was so surprised at how funny he was.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, we went, and I thought it was going to be like some kind of, because it was a book signing, and he was going to read excerpts. So I thought it was going to be like this stuffy little whatever. He was giving out bourbon glasses. Did he do that for you too?
What?
I was at a convention with him. We were on a couple panels together.
Oh my god!
There was no bourbon stuff given out.
I'm so freaking jealous right now. No, I just got to. So he really encourages people to ask questions, and if he called on you, he gave you a bourbon glass, and I was so pissed because I didn't get one.
Oh, that's so awesome. I'm
That is
all about
awesome.
that. Where's he going to be next?
Anyway, I'm what?
Where's he going to be next?
I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
I was shocked at like how just he was hilarious. I did not expect that personality from him, but I should have. But I didn't.
Book signings are not usually stuffy things, at least not the ones that I go to.
I see. It's been 50-50 for me. But he was hilarious. And so
this is the part where I have to do the obligatory, and Joe Hill, of course, is
Stephen King's son.
Oh,
no way! I didn't know.
really?
You did not know that. Yeah, he looks so much like a young Stephen King when he's got his beard. It's
They could be
crazy.
twinsies.
You know, he actually was going to go by Joe Bachman.
I did not know that.
I'm kidding. No, you've never done
Oh, okay.
that.
You said Joe. I thought you said Jonah. I was thinking
No.
Jonah Hill.
Okay. I said Bachman because that was...
That is so freaking cool that
pseudonym?
you were on a panel with him. I want to hear all about it.
That's awesome.
All right.
So anyway, the short story is a short story. And this is an hour-and-a-half movie. So there are portions of this that feel a little stretched out. I did not remember the story, so I went back and read it after watching this, and it does the feelings of first off the younger son, totally different characterization in the movie compared to the story, but the feelings of what a terrible dad Van Helsing is, and how right Max is the older son, to start to question him, come through a lot more in the story. Also, Mina's not a character in the story at all. She's not there. It's just the three of them. So you kind of get this feeling of, yeah, he's kind of been off the rails with his corporal punishment more in the story. Okay. That being said, the movie was pretty enjoyable.
All right.
I think they did some interesting things with some of the characters they did add. I think they had to flesh it out, and I think they did a good job of fleshing it out.
Well, we're at that point. Are you ready to do grades?
I am ready to do grades.
All right. What are you grading this one?
Probably a B. Yeah, we're going to go with a B.
A B, and I believe this is on Shudder, which means it's also on AMC Plus. So I'll
Correct.
be able to.
Yeah, I watched it on Shudder.
Okay.
Aren't there some things on Shudder that aren't on AMC and vice versa, though?
There is. So it depends when I actually get over to my TV and add it. Honestly, there have been times where I put it in the queue and 2 days later it's gone, baby, gone.
What do you mean? Where's it go?
AMC Plus pulls stuff on and off all the time.
Really?
They do it a lot. I think Amazon is usually at the end of the month that they kill stuff. By AMC Plus, I think they got a sweeping second hand on stuff. It's
really?
Like, out it
That
goes.
sucks.
Yeah, well, that's my concern with streaming in general. You're looking for a movie, and it's like, well, last week it was over here, now it's over there. You know.
That's why digital media is not dead.
Digital, or you mean physical?
Physical, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I agree. I've got quite a few DVDs downstairs.
But you have to have a DVD player.
Or
But
you
they're-
can rip it over
Can-
and over.
I need a VHS player.
Can people still get a DVD or a VHS player? Can you still buy one?
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I went out. It was for one of the Dead on Movie reviews, and I was going to watch something on my Blu-ray, and well, I don't have a Blu-ray. I was going to watch it on my PS3 because I'm that
Right. technologically
technologically advanced, and it had died, so I had to go out and buy a Blu-ray player, and they're really, really inexpensive. It is not
Oh,
a.
Yeah. Here, let me just fix that.
So So wait, what,
Ask. Wait, this is important.
wait, what are those things with the big discs? What are those things called?
Laser.
Wait,
Laser
let me
disc
shut up for a
player.
second.
Stop
I'm
changing
answering
the
your
subject.
question.
Susie, what were you going to ask, Susie?
I wasn't going to ask. I was going to answer.
Oh.
Jeffy,
Yeah.
you were just recently at Monroeville Mall where
was.
Dawn of the Dead was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
The promoter people that did the convention there, they own Time and Space. It's a little it's a toy store, but in the back
Okay.
they have physical media. But with the physical media, they have VHS, DVD, VHS combos. They have the old-fashioned TVs. They have all of that, and it all still works. So yes, you can still buy one.
So
I can also tell you, any resale shop
Really?
in town has so many freaking DVD players at this point. VHS is more hard to come across right now, but DVD
I can
players,
get you one
a
if you
dime
want
a dozen.
but do they hook up to the TVs that we have now that just have?
Well, that's
A lot
why.
of
But
times
that's, why
it's an
time,
issue.
but that's why Time and Space has those too. Like they have everything all together.
Okay, we need to talk, Susie, because I need something.
Of course.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk to Susie right now and ask
Yes.
her what
About
have
VCRs.
you been watching, Susie Q.
I watched Brute. I think it's Brute. Is that how you say it? 1976. It is on Amazon, and it's only a couple dollars to watch. Sorry, I'm going to be very lengthy with this because
Good.
I have a lot to say about it, and I don't know how to shorten it. So I'll try to talk really, 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 really fast, like even
Don't.
faster than I normally do.
Oh, just talk regular.
Okay. Well, it was an hour and 45 minutes, Jeffy. It could have been like an hour and 30-ish minutes and been okay or good or better, but I'm not going to harp on that because I'm happy with the hour 45. IMDb describes it as in 76, a group of people in the desert for a photo shoot stumble upon an abandoned town called Savage, but they're not alone. A family of masked psychopaths have claimed Savage as their own, blah, blah, blah. Director. The director was Marcel Waltz. He has several credits. This is very important for everybody that watches any of my shows. He also directed Blood Feast with the one and only Robert Russler. And Pretty Boy, which is a Valentine slasher with Dave Sheridan, who's another convention enthusiast person. But who else was in that one? Anyone want to guess who the other guy was in it? It was Robert Russler again.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yes, this guy also did Jurassic Reborn, which came out this year, but don't confuse it with Jurassic Rebirth. It's two completely different Jurassic movies that were both out in 2025. It was written and produced by Joe Netter, who also worked on Pretty Boy with the Robert Russler. And the two of them will be teaming up again. Marcel and Joe will be teaming up again for the follow-up of Brute 1986, which I can't wait to see that because it's from the 80s and the 80s are great. So to recap, and then 30 minutes later, I might be done. This is very much a Texas Chainsaw meets The Hills Have Eyes. So much that even the synopsis on Amazon describes it that way, and I didn't even know that they described it that way when I described it that way until after I described it that way. So glad to know that Amazon and I think alike. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Solid.
But
She's
it's
having
so
an
much.
argument with herself in real time, everybody.
But even though it's the two of them like smushed together, it's not a knockoff of them. It's kind of just like, oh, it's in the same genre of those two. But anyway, okay. So it opens up with two hot chicks that are stranded on the side of the road in a
I like
town that
this
is.
opening.
Oh yeah, no, you would like this. You would like this a lot. So there are two hot chicks. And like I said, they're stranded on a road, and the road is very much reminiscent of like a hill. Like you would think that they were in the town that the Hills Have Eyes was in. So they're stranded there, and they decide to go, oh, let's go for help, because help's not going to come. There's no other cars on this road, which doesn't make sense. And I didn't think about how that didn't make sense until just now. But that's besides the point. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, so they decide to go stumbling around trying to find help. And instead of finding help, they found a deserted town. So what do they do in this deserted town? They go wander into this like cave thing that's half cave, half house.
What?
And Yeah, I don't know. It's like a cave, but it's clearly a house.
Batman's house.
Yeah. So what do? They do the same thing that everyone does in any horror movie. They decide to split up. I'll go this way. You go that way. Because
There are no lights, probably.
What?
And there's probably no lights on.
No, there probably wasn't. But I mean, there was something.
I
because
mean,
you could
in their defense, if this was set in 1976, there weren't that many slasher movies yet, so they wouldn't have learned from the educational films that we watch.
But there
So
are no
then-
lights.
What is the ingenious thing to do when you're in a deserted town and you are looking for help and you and the other chick go your separate ways to find help? Let's
find
just
the
get
whorehouse.
naked so that the other girl can find you naked instead of
There
going
we
to find
go.
help. Yeah.
My kind of
So,
That's the spirit.
Brute!
so that is why
I'm going to watch
Great
this
and Powerful,
movie.
you would like it, because then when they finally meet again, the one's naked and they get it, and well, they go to attempt to get it on. But instead of getting it on, this, I don't know, guy in like this, I don't know, axe wielding, bizarre satanic mask psycho guy comes and he kills her instead. So she doesn't actually get to be satisfied,
Well,
but
that
that's
sucks.
Whoa, hold
Yeah.
on.
Wait a second.
Susie has become the new Jeff. My God.
That's
no, it's not spoiling anything because she literally dies in like 5 minutes, and it's not important at all.
They're spoiling things.
But anyway,
Hurts
so
my feelings.
what was I saying? So she dies, she gets killed, and then the other chick goes and she runs away, or she like semi runs away, sort of runs away, doesn't really run away because she gets caught. And when she gets caught, she sets this dude on fire, and then this Texas Chainsaw Massacre type wielding guy comes running out and he grabs her, and then poof, it goes to the next scene where there's a bunch of guys and girls in a van, and so then you go from the Hills Have Eyes kind of movie to Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it's just a bunch of people in a van down by the. No, they're not really.
yes. Finish the line. You got to finish the line.
In a van down by the
River.
So, and it is.
Yes.
So here's the funny thing. It's so much like Texas Chainsaw at that point in time that they actually even mention the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they're talking about the movie and how, oh yeah, that movie that came out like 2 years ago. But don't you know it's based on a true story? So like they're setting the scene up to say that the road that they're on is basically just like the road that Texas Chainsaw was on. And there's still a family like that that's on the road. So anyway. But so then that's when you learn that they're on this road because they're supposed to be hooking up with the cool hot chicks to film this photography scene, which is why now I don't understand why the girls went into a cave when they knew that they were supposed to be meeting their friends. Because why didn't they just wait by the side of the road for their friends to show up? So
They were looking for the river.
Because then the movie would be over.
now, while I babble this review, did I find a plot hole in this movie? So now this show makes me very sad. So thanks a lot. So anyway, then you flash back to the surviving chick, and she's alive, but she's chained up with all this spiky leather stuff. So that would probably make you guys happy. And then this guy comes out, and he's a cross-dressing crossover of Leatherface and Buffalo Bill. And he comes out, and it's like at this point we're only 34 or 24 minutes into the movie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How many more movies is this going to rip off before it ends?
Well, it's just those two, but it's not really ripping off. That's the thing, though. Like, it has all of these cliches of all of these movies that you're like, oh, it's just like that. But it's honestly, you don't feel like it's ripping them off. You feel like it's like, I don't know, working in conjunction with them.
Now,
I don't.
when I was looking for this thing,
Hey, someone started it. And it
is
wasn't
this originally in English or was this from overseas? Because
me. Oh no, this was in English.
it is. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Because I can tell when things are dubbed. This one did not appear to be dubbed ever to me. But I know, like, one guy is like a German guy, isn't he? Or I don't know. But
It was just a lot of foreign names, and I think the original title or something wasn't this Brute. It was something else in another country, and so I
Really?
don't know what happened.
well, if it was dubbed over, they did an excellent job because you know how normally you can tell.
Right.
Didn't look that way to me. I'll have to investigate that. So anyway, so then you were so anyway, we're 24 minutes in. The Leatherface Buffalo Bill guy comes running out and honestly gives you the best scene of the entire movie. You know, like something's coming, you know, it's building up, but how he ran out and did this, and honestly, it was great. It was like, holy shit. And I can't go on, but you have to watch it for that scene. Oh, please. Shit is barely a swear word. All right. So anyway, listen,
We're going to
Linda.
have to get more bells. Mike, we're going to send a bell out. To
More
you.
cowbell. We need more cowbell.
Another cowbell. Thank you, Mississippi State. Anyway, so then after a short search for the missing girls, because then, you know, we're going back and forth between the chick that's chained up and then the people in the van. So anyway, after a short search for the missing cave girls, the van group, they decide, they're like, screw them. They didn't show up. Let's just do what we came here to do, which turns out they're there to like film some kind of video that's like showing the harmony between African Americans and white people and all this and that. So they take the one girl with them, like, you just film her scenes instead. So they film this scene, and then you go to this scene that's like a slow motion, well, not slow motion, but anyway, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, so they show this scene, and you hear the national anthem playing, and while the national anthem is playing, they're just going back and forth between the cave girl getting just completely terrorized and abused and all that, and the other two girls taking all these cutesy little pictures for this photo thing.
Wow.
So actually, it was a pretty cool scene. It was sort of intense, but it was very well done, and the way they shot it, they did make look like it was being shot in the 70s. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, where did I leave off? Okay, so the shoot ends, and then instead of doing the sensible thing, which is like, all right, well, let's just go home. They're like, no, let's go. And when we were looking for them for the 5 minutes that we were looking for them, we found a ghost town. Let's go check out the ghost town. Not like, oh, let's go find our friends. At this point, they don't even mention their missing friends again. They just decide to go look at this ghost town and see what's there. And while they're there, they still don't even think, oh, maybe we should look for their friends after they run into this creepy chick who's scary as hell and is like, well, you can check this out, but don't you dare go across the street where our family is. Like, wouldn't you then think that, oh, maybe she stole our friends? No, they don't care. They just decide to be like, all right, she's okay. Let's continue looking in this abandoned place. So anyway, then slashy, kill, slashy. With about 35 minutes left, there is a twist. And I'm not going to spoil it and tell you the twist.
Whoa!
Wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Wow!
Believe it or not, it was a twist that I didn't see coming, and I usually always figure out movies. I take all the fun out of movies. I did not see this one coming.
Debbie does that to me. She figures out every movie. I'm like, what?
See, that's because women are smart. Yeah. But anyway, so then there's some more slashy, kill, whatever. And then there's another cool, like,
No.
Why did they need more murder?
They had plenty of murder.
It sounds like there's just not enough murder in this.
Oh, and there was. It was great. So anyway, so then there's another cool like build-up scene to where it's kind of like in a little slow thing and there's no sound, but then they play the song Amazing Grace. So you just know some shit's coming. And then...
Oh, yeah.
And then, with 35 minutes left of the movie...
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Is this
so
Gone
then,
with the Wind? My God.
Yeah, but it's great. You just, like I said, you see something that's literally and figuratively you don't realize what's coming. But anyway, and then...
Does it involve a censor bar?
A what?
Was there a censor bar?
What's a censor bar?
Where they use a black bar to cover something?
Cover what?
Because it was so...
Oh, like over their boobs or something, right?
Right.
Oh, no. No.
You see boobs. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, you see boobs. You don't see anything else. Like, it's not full frontal. But anyway. And then after all of that, everything's revealed. But I can't tell you what was revealed. But what happens. Like, so then you find out what's going on, all of that stuff. But I can't say.
I think we better get to grading before you.
And
give
then,
away
wait. At the very, very end, I just have to say one thing. It is the perfect song to end with. Whoever did the music, I don't know how they did it, but they picked the perfect songs, had the perfect placement. And thanks to this movie, the song Everybody's Going to Die by Church of the Cosmic Skull is now added to my Spotify list.
Oh, I thought it was Wind Beneath My Wings.
What?
I thought it was Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler.
No.
That doesn't even make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Jeff's doing math.
Give us a grade on this thing.
Wait, no, I'm not done. I have to talk about all of this. Give me like 2 more minutes. And like
You're
2
getting 2
minutes
more
in
minutes.
football time, not real time. But anyway, as far as the actors go, I am not familiar with any of them. No offense to them, I'm just not. So just to name a few: Adrian McLean, Dizelle Yvette Bishop, Ali Stevens, Robert something, and then the chick that played Sunshine, her name is Sarah French, and I'm only mentioning her because she was in Slasher Size, which I think one of you watched.
Somebody did review it.
I think it was me.
Yeah, I think.
And that was basically one of those directed streaming who's who of the convention world. So that was worth being noted.
Okay.
They were all okay in their parts. I'm not going to say it was fantastic acting, but they all worked well together. They've all worked with the writer and the director together. You can tell that all of these people have worked together on many shows together, and it worked well. Then, last thing I'll say before the grade is I have to give an amazing nod to the makeup and special effects people, Katie Jacobs and Robert Kern III. He did 2021's version of Wrong Turn, which totally makes sense. You can tell in like all the masks and things that they do that it was totally someone that did Wrong Turn. In fact, I even said while I was watching this, it makes me think of Wrong Turn. But they were on point. Like the masks, the thing, all of that he did, totally on point. That was really, really great and well done. So now I will rate the movie. Thank you very much.
I'm actually going to make a show note, though. You mentioned Sarah French, and I do not believe that is the same Sarah French that competed in Miss Teen USA 2004 and Miss America. I believe that is a different Sarah French, just so you know.
I will sleep better tonight knowing that.
You're welcome.
I won't.
You're welcome. She would be much too old at this point.
So it is not perfect, but there were parts of this that were very well done.
It's not perfect. I would never have come up with that because it sounded like it needed more murder.
It is totally worth the watch. There were several moments where you do feel like you're watching a movie that was made in the 70s and not a movie that was made about the 70s. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
All right. If you're like me and you enjoy the Wrong Turn, Hills Have Eyes, Cannibals of West Virginia type movies, then it is a fun flick to watch. Jeffy, do you want to guess what I graded it?
No.
Okay. Well,
I'll guess. Let me write it down for Tim. Hold on.
all right.
Oh my God. He takes too long on this. Just give us the grade.
Here,
right.
right there.
All right.
I gave it a B. Because a B is above
Jeff had
average.
you down for B+, just so.
B plus, same thing. Because it was good, it was fun, it was entertaining. I would watch it again. I would have it on in the background while I'm doing my Christmas cards or whatever. But an A is when there's no room for improvement, and obviously there were some plot holes. But it was a B. It was fun. You should all watch it. Yay!
See, you lost me when you told me that they referenced Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that's one of the things that has come to annoy me so much is when a movie goes, especially one of the movies where they're doing like an homage. In other words, they're ripping it off. And they say, oh, this is just like blah, blah, blah. Admitting that you are pulling stuff from that by referencing the other movie doesn't excuse it, and that's for some reason that's popped up in a lot of movies I've seen recently,
and
it just really annoys me.
But normally I would absolutely agree with you. For me personally, this one, it didn't feel like they were ripping it off though. which doesn't normally happen. So I have to respect that part of it, because normally I would be rolling my eyes and groaning and be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be the negative Nelly, but I didn't feel that way with this one.
Okay.
All right.
So you have to watch it and tell me what you think, because now I'm curious.
All right. And now we go to our horror connoisseur,
Look Jeff.
meaning he goes to the sewer.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
Actually, I think you picked a movie. This is on my list of shame. I have not seen this movie.
Get out of here.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I can tell you whatever I want.
Spoil it for him, Jeff. Spoil it for him.
I have a feeling that Susie and Mike have seen this already. But you go ahead and you do you. We'll see how much you spoil.
So Mike, I'm on a really good track of not spoiling movies, so I think I'll be good, but we'll see.
Okay.
Right, so April Fool's Day is a
Yay!
is a 1986 movie. So the cool thing about this is that if you try to watch a horror movie every month, this is the perfect one for April because it's April Fool's Day. It's
Then why are you watching it in November or December?
just because I wanted to. It's kind of because I've never.
Calendar doesn't rule his life, man.
I've
You
never
literally
by his
just
own
said
rules.
watch
He's
it
a
in
rebel.
April.
since I'm not a horror person, I finally got around to watching this. I've never seen it before. All right, so this is rated R. If you're
I have an even better one for you to watch on April Fool's Day.
so if you're a pirate, it's Pirates Day. It's R. It's rated R.
Jeff, get going.
It's right in the sweet spot because this one needs to be in that sweet spot because there's not a whole lot to go with it. So it's an hour and 20 minutes long. That's fine.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm actually good with that. So
I could watch this movie 7 times in a row and not get bored with it. I love it that much.
that's good. Maybe
Well,
you can
clearly you can do nothing but talk about it.
So here's the thing. So
It's not Muffy. It's her twin sister, Muffy. I could quote this whole episode.
okay then. So Buffy and Muffy, but whatever. So here's what's going down. A couple little backstory things about this. So you're gonna see Deborah Foreman in this. You remember her from Valley Girl. You're gonna see Deborah Goodrich in here. She's from Just One of the Guys. You're gonna see.
I love that movie.
Yes, I do too. You're gonna see Ken Olek in this, and he's from Summer School. So you're gonna see some people that.
I love that movie too. Tension breaker.
You're not going to mention Tom Wilson?
Well, I'll get to that. I was homaging to Susie. So I don't even know what that means.
Don't play to Susie.
So Tom Wilson.
She's not normal.
So Tom Wilson just got done doing Back to the
Sorry, I
Future.
just love everything you're saying so much.
Tom Wilson just got done from doing Back in the Future. He does this, and then he does something else, and then he goes into Back to the Future 2. So he's like striking while the iron's hot. He's trying to do what he can do. So anyway, so this movie, let's get into what this movie's about. So it's an hour and 29 minutes long, which is perfect. It's
I'm glad you did that twice.
You know, I kind of wish
Let's go.
I wish I had an eye patch on, so it's R-rated.
I wish you had 2 eye patches on
Well, then I couldn't see
to
it.
help you read your notes.
And I have no
Oh,
notes.
I
It's
just
all in my
watched
head.
the
It's all up here.
Obvious.
So, anyways, so here's what's going on. So this movie,
Wait, isn't the one guy in this also from Just One of the Guys too?
he probably is. Yes, he is. Yes. Yeah, he is. So, anyways, but he is. But you're right. But here's the thing of it. Here's the thing of it. Listen. So here's the thing. This movie. This is a slasher movie, but this movie is like the Flash Gordon of movies, of
Another
slasher
fake
movies.
movie.
And the reason why I say that is because this movie is so basic and so remedial.
How dare you?
No, it's very remedial.
It is not basic in any way, shape, or form.
It really is. If Listen, you put this
listen,
up
hold on a
against
second.
Scream,
Listen, hold on.
I know what you did last summer.
You're also forgetting that the one chick was in Friday the 13th Part 2.
There you go. But I never saw that, so I wouldn't know. But here's the thing.
Who's the final girl, for God's
No,
sake?
listen,
Sorry,
hold on a
Lauren.
second.
But here's the thing. Listen, hold on. So
No, listen, hold on a second.
the reason why I say that is the
Wait.
thing of it is that if you watch slasher movies that were made later than this, they're more concise, they're more slasher, they're more this. This is very basic, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not good, but you can tell where slasher movies started and started moving and started progressing. Just like Flash Gordon in Star Wars started and then progressed forward. That's all I'm saying.
great.
Don't let Susie push you around. If you don't like the movie, just come out and say it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say that.
Oh, great
Okay,
and
but I'm
powerful.
pretty sure you didn't.
This is where you give the disclaimer that this show is filled with quote unquote lively debate, as you say.
Correct. That is very correct. So this is where I'm at. Mike and Susie, Tim, everybody who's watching this, where I'm at. This is where slashers in my mind, this is where slasher movies started and they progressed. That's all I'm saying is they progressed from here. This is a good movie. So this
What you're truly saying isn't that it's basic. You're saying it set the stage for everything that followed.
There you go. So Elijah Craig was talking for me before, okay? So now I'm talking. All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
So let me
Here
break
we go.
down.
Now listen.
Let me break down this movie real quick. This is very 1986.
You don't know.
The dialogue, everything is very 1986. So if you grew up during that time, you're loving this movie because you're getting some reminiscence of all that sort of good stuff. So Deborah Foreman, who plays Muffy, she's going to have all of her friends to the island, to this island where her grand house is, okay? And they're going to come over there, so it's called April Fool's Day. And there's going to be a lot of things that happen, like you turn on the water, it sprays them in the face. They sit on a chair, you fall backwards. So you're like, oh my God, this is crazy, zany, whatever. But what ends up happening are people start dying. They start getting
Dun, dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun. They start dying. They start getting killed. You know, there's a point where Deborah Goodrich, who plays Nikki Brashears in there, she falls into a well and she sees heads bobbing, like people who died, their heads are in there in this well.
Collar up, collar down.
Exactly. Very good. You know what? Hey, Mike, did you wear your collar up in school or not?
Depends on the day.
Did you pop the collar?
I pop the collar on certain days, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
baby.
All right. There you go.
I'm telling you, I could recite this movie.
I'm sure you could. I mean, this was a very solid 1986 era movie. I mean, 1986, this movie was probably at top of its game. Now you watch it and you think, okay, I see.
And it's still top of the game.
I can see where slasher movies came from.
Of all the movies made in 1986, this was one of them.
Okay.
That's your review so far.
No, not at all. All right. So, Foreman plays a great job. She does a great job in here. She plays the hey, come to my place and all that. She's the good friend. But when she turns a little psycho, she plays a good psycho. I could see her doing that further on in her career if she would have played any psycho parts. And if she did, I don't even know. But she plays a pretty good deranged person. She gets those eyes going. She's like, and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? She's hot, but she might kill me. So you kind of want to watch out for her. Deborah Goodrich, she plays a good part in this as well. She plays the very I'm ready to go. Let's party girl. Like, she is just there to see what's going on. She's kind of a snob. You know, you get Tom Wilson.
They're all kind of snobby, though.
What's that?
They're all kind of snobby.
They kind of are, but some of them can kind of relate. I mean, you got to say that Ken Olent, the one who plays Rod Ferris, he kind of can relate. Tom Wilson, who plays Arch, the one who was in Back to the Future as
Another cat named Arch.
as Biff, he plays the jock. He's all right. I mean, they all play their parts well. I can't say that they don't. Had I watched this back in 1986 or in 1987 or 1988, somewhere around there, this movie is very solid when it comes to a horror slasher movie. And I do like slashers, so I might be partial to that. It follows this girl from the very beginning of her. You see her, and here's the thing. I'm not going to spoil it, but here's the thing. Here's the beginning. She's doing this box of dun, 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 and then something pops out of the box, right?
Did that keep you up at night?
No, it didn't. But I'll tell you what. See, I can't. Susie, I can't answer that without spoiling anything. So it didn't, but then it does.
It's from 1986.
Let's not spoil the 40-year movie.
It is their fault.
No, I can't because
They're living under a rock.
But no, I did. I mean, there's people out there that have never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
There you go. Tim's good.
Tim's the one person who hasn't
Are you
seen
freaking
it.
kidding me?
I'm not a huge slasher guy, so a lot of slasher movies got past me.
And get this, I believe Tim because I've never seen The Wizard of Oz. So I mean,
which is one of the best known slasher movies.
Right. I've never watched it. So
you're gonna freak out when you see those monkeys.
Yeah, okay.
Those were terrifying. In all sincerity, Jeff, there's a scene that keeps popping up.
Tell me.
That there's a fun fact behind it.
Help me.
And I'm waiting to see if you mention it, and if not, I have to talk about it.
Just give me a word and I'll tell you what it is.
It's when you see the chick from just one of the guys holding the magazine up. When they do the quiz.
Yeah. When she's doing the whatever cosmopolitan quiz and they're talking about different
there's a very important story to that.
Why don't you tell me what it is?
Well, I want you to finish your thing in case you mention it.
I'm not going to mention it. Because I thought it was entertaining, but I moved on from there.
Okay, but did you know that was completely ad-libbed? That was not supposed to be
See, I didn't know that. That was completely ad-libbed. Yeah.
So apparently, like when they were sitting around and they had like a minute to chill out or whatever, she was reading that for real, and they were all doing that little quiz, and it was not scripted. It was not supposed to be in there, but they all loved it so much when she was doing it, they just kind of rolled the camera.
So they were rolling camera. It was like literally written in there. She didn't ad-lib the questions.
No, like that whole scene wasn't in there. It wasn't supposed to be. They were just goofing up.
But now that I think back to that scene, Susie, it seemed very real, very, very raw. So I can see why that was an ad-lib scene. It seemed very real then. But
yeah, like they totally were just hanging out in between takes and did it. Supposedly. I mean, that's what I heard.
So anyway, I can get to grading whenever you want, Tim. Okay. This movie was a lot of fun. It's a fun slasher if you like slashers. If you want to do the whole, what's that?
It gets an A for April, or I will kill you.
Oh God, I'm glad you.
Listen to this. That bullying going on this show.
I'm glad you live in Pittsburgh, then.
She is a psycho over
there. So if you want to do the thing, if you want to do the whole watch a movie every month, a horror movie for every month, this would be the movie to watch. This was solid. It was a solid movie. I'm not going to give it an A because what I'm telling you is what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is what I'm telling you is that.
Wait, hold on. What he's telling you is what he's saying.
He just said in this movie
is what he's telling you.
And
so
what he am, what he
everybody.
am, and that's all that he am.
Exactly what he said. So, but okay. So if we go back to 1986, 87, yes. Now listen. Hold on a second. Hey, yup. Listen. Hey, yup. Listen. It's a solid A back in that time. But now seeing what I've seen and knowing what I know. But I can't give it something worse than what I think. But if I'm not thinking about it, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say. And I'm thinking about it. I'm going to say that.
I'm going to say what I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to give it a solid B.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and all his carpenter friends.
Honest to God, I thought you were going to give birth at one point.
No, I'm a male. No, I give it a solid B. It's a solid slasher movie. It's solid.
Hear me out. If you're saying it is the movie to watch for April, then you're saying there's nothing else to watch. You can't get better, so it gets an A. You can't give it a B if you're saying that.
Well, you have to understand that Jeff's credibility went right down the toilet when he took a dump on Flash Gordon. So,
Wait, what? What did I do with Flash Gordon? What?
How dare you call Flash Gordon basic?
I love Flash. But wait.
That is one of the most over-the-top movies ever.
I love Flash Gordon.
I agree, Cieslak, 1,000%.
Wait, Mike.
When I look over here, that means I'm done talking to you.
No. I love Flash Gordon. I had Tim get me that movie for me. I love Flash Gordon. But if you look at Flash Gordon then, and you look at space movies now, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, they suck now.
Yeah, but they suck. And you need to stop because I think you might need to give Tim CPR. I think he's having a stroke.
I'm going to die.
Hey, May
His
I
head is
interject
the
something?
same color as the R in report card.
May I interject something,
Yes,
please?
yes.
Why start now?
Go
Well,
ahead,
because
Susie.
this is what I would like record to state. So please, someone take notes.
My God.
Since he
I
gave it
can't breathe.
Go ahead, Suze.
Go, Susie.
I would just like to say, since it is about April Fool's Day,
Yeah.
and he says you should watch it in April,
Yeah.
and he only gave it a B, which means there could be something better. I propose right now, whatever the Queen does to say this is a rule. What is that? No. Anyway, I would like to state that he now must watch another movie from the same year that is also takes place on April Fool's Day. And it's only an hour and 30 minutes. It is called Slaughter High.
Okay.
I think he must now watch that and then give a dissertation about.
Okay.
Everything
I
that
will do
comes
that.
out of your mouth, Susie, is a dissertation.
Slaughter High. You know what? I will recap that during our next Manic Mondays. Yep.
Cieslak, take note. He must watch this show.
I am literally taking a note right now.
And now, do you agree with me on that one?
Yes.
Because clearly you know that movie
Another
too.
movie
Of
I've
course,
never
yes.
seen.
Yeah. So, fun fact, Jeff, Slaughter High, like I said, came out the same year. Also took place on April Fool's Day and could not use the name April Fool's
Day. Mhm.
because of this one. So it went to Slaughter High. And I know there's a third horror movie that came out the same year that was also about April Fool's, but I don't know what that one was. So my bad. But
Okay.
you must now watch Slaughter High, which is another
I love
one.
that you do these things because now I'm going to have to find a film for Jeff and get it to Jeff.
Wait,
Because,
I'm on record.
in fact,
Oh.
the two movies,
Hold
Slaughter
on.
High
Jeff
and
has
April
his hand up.
No, she can finish.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Both these movies we would rent from Blockbuster every other Friday because it was like, oh, we just rented them last week. We have to watch something else. So every other Friday we would rent these two, grab our pizza from Pizza Hut, and watch them.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Jeff.
Okay. I want to go on record so that I can just say that I love Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon is a fantastic movie.
You totally dissed it.
But no, I did not diss it. I'm just saying that's where stuff moved forward from. Just like April Fool's Day, things move forward from there. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
The reason that didn't go through, why we didn't think that, Jeff, is there's a lot of slasher films that happened before 1986. It isn't really at the beginning. It's like right in the middle of the slasher revolution during the 80s.
Well, okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I think
all
we
right.
could do a watch party on Flash Gordon one night.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yes, let's do that.
I'm down
Let's do
for
that. I'm in
Okay.
for that. I love that movie.
Bye-bye.
That is by the
I
way,
saw that 3 times in the theater. 'Cause that
Did
was
you?
fucking old.
That is
Ring
a
the bell.
DVD that I have that I've got the deluxe DVD before they did the Blu-ray, and it's supposedly very rare. And
Oh.
I love that DVD. It's
We need to
before you move on.
hunt them down and have them on our show, Jeff.
Wait, what?
The people in the movie.
We can do that, Ming. But listen, are you guys disappointed that at the I'm not
No,
anything. At
honey,
the end where it
we
says
love-
the question mark? Should they
We
have
are
a
not
second one?
disappointed. We love you. You're great.
Thank you. But I'm just saying, Flash Gordon, shouldn't they have had a second one?
Yes, they were supposed to.
What
Like,
happened?
It didn't make
Oh,
any
did it?
money.
Hush, we will talk
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
bombed.
Okay, Susie, we have a topic for one of our shows.
In spectacular fashion. Oh, good. All right. You have a topic for a show. Great. Now I'm going to go to
Now Tim
my
has 30
review.
seconds left, so he's just going to give
Yeah,
you the title
it's-
and
it's
his
time
grade.
for
and
my
we're moving
review.
on.
Well, this is
I want-
all your fault for allowing him to review one of my favorite movies with me on the show.
It is my fault. I saw the movie. Longlegs. Let me get right to the grading because
No.
apparently that's what I have time
No.
for.
Tell us some
Called
stuff
it,
about it.
called
There.
Tell us some
All
stuff.
right. First
I
of
did
all,
see this movie too.
you did see this movie.
I did. I saw this in the theater.
How about you, Mike?
Ooh, you fancy.
How about you, Mike? Did you see this?
I saw this streaming. I did not see this in the theater.
Well, ask me.
No.
Ask me.
Jeff, you wouldn't sleep for a year if you
Did
saw
I
it.
see this?
Jeff, have you seen this movie?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have a lot to say about this movie, but I'll be quiet.
In the other room, Jeff, there's some antacids.
And a Valium and a shot of bourbon.
2024 movie set in 1990s somewhere, from the best I can tell. Follows some feds assigned to hunt down an occult-obsessed serial killer. This movie, I feel like when they pitched this movie, they said, this is 7 plus Silence of the Lambs.
The Lambs, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be nasty. I couldn't watch that.
That's what this movie is.
No way.
Here's what I add to the equation.
No way.
7 plus Silence of the Lambs minus a good ending and a likable protagonist. Because both 7 and Silence of the Lambs both have great protagonists, both have good endings. This movie has neither. Micah
Should I
Monroe
interject now or
plays
later?
What, Susie?
Should I interject now or later?
Now, when I'm done, okay, so that I can at least get some of this out. Micah
Yes.
Monroe plays Harker. She's no Brad Pitt. She's no Jodie Foster. Her character is awkward and weird. They kind of palm this off on she's got some ESP going on with her. Okay. But, you know, we have characters like this on Criminal Minds that are actually interesting and help you understand the mind of the killer. A lot of times she says stuff because she understands something going on with the killer, but you really don't know why or how, and it doesn't really help in catching this guy. Instead of being likable or quirky, she just comes off as off-putting and strange. In fact, she might be the strangest character outside of the killer in this thing. That's not good. It was great to see Blair Underwood playing an older guy that is, the partner of our protagonist. And it did remind me, so much of Morgan Freeman in Seven. And I was just taken back because I know Blair Underwood from LA Law. That's what I know him from. And seeing him play a crusty old FBI agent really bookmarked his career. Nicolas Cage. Here's what I have to say about Nicolas Cage. I honestly think he might be one of the best actors out there. But he is
there it is.
He is often not directed well. He is very prone to overacting. I know that's a shock. He is very prone to overacting, and some directors say, "Go get it, go get her," and I don't think that's in his best interest. I thought this director did a good job with him for a while, and then he kind of just let him go. I thought he did what he needed to do. What is strange to me, though, is I don't feel like I got any feel for the actual character, which is something that Nicolas Cage is usually good at conveying the character. And this was very much, the character was based on these iconic looks, wearing all white and being kind of strange and, white makeup and all that stuff. The character didn't really make any sense. And usually when you have a psychotic killer, there's always some sort of motive going on or something. And by the time the motive comes out, you're already in I don't care anymore. I'm not going to mention it. I had it written down. I'm not going to mention it. They take a turn in the last third of the movie here. And what it does is I think it kind of ruins the first 2/3 of the movie. I really enjoyed this movie as I was watching it. And then the last, maybe 20 minutes happen in the flick. And I'm like, no. And I'm just sitting there, I'm watching this movie unravel in front of me. And the problem is, now that I'm sitting here actually reviewing it, I'm having to revisit the film. And, usually I say, a bad ending doesn't ruin the rest of the movie. I think it kind of did to a certain extent. I think it kind of did in this case. It was creepy. It was gritty. Like the first time you see Nicolas Cage's character, you see like his chest and like the bottom of his mouth, and that was creepier than anything that followed through the rest of the movie. The first scene where we learn that Harker has this kind of ESP thing, that scene is better than what happens for the rest of the film. It really started strong, and I felt it unraveled as it went. I think a lot of the reason that it unraveled is I think the protagonist, you couldn't get into her headspace, so you weren't really rooting for her. Like Brad Pitt, at the end of the movie, you are praying that you don't know what's in that box. With Jodie Foster, you are hoping that she can see something in the dark, that some sort of reflection is there while Buffalo Bill is standing there with the goggles on. You're hoping, you're praying that nothing happens to him. This girl, I was hoping they would take her out first.
What?
I was, because the other characters that were, Blair Underwood's character, he seemed much more reasonable to me. I felt like I understood him more than the protagonist. Okay, you can come at me now, Susie.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
It pains me greatly to say what I have to say, okay, which is I agree with you with 99% of this movie.
Okay.
I agree, and I hate this because I want to be all about girl power, and I don't want to be a mean girl, but everything that you said about her was correct.
I think if this character was played by a man, which there's no reason it couldn't have been, because it's a very
I know, but I feel that
but I'm saying if it was played by a man, I think I would feel the same way.
I know, but as a girl who needs to sit here and be about girl power and lift each other up, I feel like I should say good things about her. I think she has potential. I feel like some of the movies Hold
it. I do not want to rip on Micah Moreau. She did the acting job that was asked of her.
Well, okay, that's where I was getting.
The character that was written is difficult to root for. It's not a good protagonist in a horror film. The whole thing in a horror film, you need to want the protagonist to survive.
Well, no, I agree. But what I was going with, I think she has great potential. But just like some of her other movies, she was in It Follows and that one Independence Day movie. And her character was the same in both of those. So I feel like, but that's where I was going with. I was going on this tirade of I think that some of the movies that she's been put in are beneath her, is what I was trying to say.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Jeff, you had a question.
I do.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Hold on. But this movie, like you said, it made her very unlikable. She made really, really dumb decisions that you even just, like you mentioned, like the SVU people. She would not, if she was on that show, she wouldn't have made all these stupid things that made her unlikable. The only thing I will disagree with you on is I don't feel like you gave Nicolas Cage's character. Why are you like holding your eyes or when I talk? I am not that bad.
No. I'm the Nicolas Cage character. I think the director did the best he could keeping Nicolas Cage in in some sort of control. I think Nicolas Cage was good in it, but his character's motivations and the whole Longlegs thing, I still don't know what that's all about.
Because I thought his character was very well done. I wish they would have showed more of it, but there was that one scene where he's like smashing his head that just gave me the heebie-jeebie creepies. I couldn't watch it.
Spoiler. But the Longlegs thing.
How was that a spoiler? I just thought he was bashing his head.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
But Longlegs, that's something that you say to kids. You say, "Oh, I have my long legs on."
I've never heard that expression
before in my life.
Some people have.
Never.
I was a teacher.
Wait, what does it mean? Because I'm curious. Because I've never heard
I
it.
think of a spider.
You tell
Yeah.
kids, "I have my long legs on."
Really?
What
That's
does
why I'm taller than you. Yeah, that.
I've never heard that in my life. See, when I
either.
hear long legs, I think of the daddy long legs.
Right.
So do I.
that
Yeah.
So do I.
Right.
shit out of me when I was little.
Okay, but he says it right at the beginning of the movie, where he
Ow.
says, "Oh, I have my long legs on." It's something that you say to small children so that they're not
Really?
intimidated
I
by
guess
you.
that went right over my head.
And a lot of times, I've heard this in training when I was going to be a teacher, because they tell you when you want to connect with a kid that's very small, that you get down to their level eye to eye, and you say, "Oh, I was just using my long legs. Now let's talk." Okay, but
No, you should do
here's
that
the
with
thing.
adults.
Okay, let me get past that though. How many children victims did he have? That Longlegs is what he's all about, and that's how he signs these things. I can only think of the one. And it wasn't killed. So what the hell? I felt it was not really explained. And I understand it doesn't need to come and tell me, "Hey, here's the entire plot. Here's what the ending means. Here's what that means." I don't feel that they set up the story in such a way where it gelled.
Well, like I said, I agreed with 99% of what you
They didn't stick the landing. Okay, Jeff, you had a question.
I do, and you know what? I mean, I know my questions are whatever they are, but
No, whatever.
you keep
They
saying
are
this.
work.
You keep saying this word protagonist.
Protagonist.
What does that mean?
A protagonist is something. It's sometimes
It's the main character that all the shit's happening to.
okay.
Is that true?
That is. Some people will call it the hero, but it's the character that gets the action rolling, and the antagonist is the one that's trying to stop them.
Okay.
The one that's causing all the shit.
Right.
Okay.
So, and really, it's hard to talk about this with Mike on the line, because he would say, "Well, I don't really think she is the protagonist, because she's reacting to what Longlegs is doing," which would be an accurate thing to say as well.
Ooh,
But
can I ask,
I'm just gonna relax. All right.
right?
wait, I have a sincere question.
Go ahead.
If we go back to the last movie we talked about, April Fool's Day, would you say that Buffy was the antagonist or the protagonist, or both?
Well, I haven't seen it.
Ooh, that's a
That's a good question.
I like that.
Okay, thank you. We'll talk about that one later.
By the
We can't
way,
talk-
just the description of that movie, the whole time I am now watching the Agatha Christie adaptation of her book, and then there were none. Which I've been told, and then there were none is like the OG slasher
I would
story
agree.
of all time.
Really?
And I'm watching the adaptation, and I'm like, yep, because it's a bunch of people brought out to a remote place, and one by one they're going down, and they're going down for good. All right.
Taking it back to Supernatural, there was also that show. What was it? Harper's Island or something that was also based on. And then there was
Okay, we're so grossly
Wait, what's your
over time.
grading?
Yes, let me give you the grade. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I wish they would have ended the movie 20 minutes earlier.
Okay.
I
I agree.
I don't really want to spoil this thing that happens near the end, but it becomes more and more. I'm going to say it starts going a little bit outside the natural realm. I'll put it that way. And all that stuff I thought was garbage. I thought you had a good little serial killer movie going, and you blew it.
I'm surprised you scored it so high.
I am too.
I really enjoyed this movie. And then the ending, I was like, and I can't even really articulate why I liked parts of this movie, because when I look at it, later on, I'm kind of like, I wasn't very good at this. I wasn't very good at this little thing either. I wasn't good at this.
Okay, but then why would you give it a B+ though if you're saying
I think it was good at setting up the setting, that the mood was right. I felt like it was setting up something. The problem was it couldn't stick the landing. And if I was going to pick on every horror film that can't stick the landing, I mean, really, take a look at Stephen King. They even make a joke out of it in It.
But I think...
there's a giant turtle, for Christ's sakes.
But I think, like, some of the movies, like a slasher flick, it doesn't need that kind of landing because they are what they are. But a movie like this, that's a horror movie, but it's more of a motion picture than a slasher flick, should be on a different level.
I honestly, if they kept that aspect out, I probably would have been in the A range fairly easily.
Really? All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I enjoyed it.
I would give it a B-.
Yeah.
That's where probably I would have gone with too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
Interesting.
You haven't. God damn it. Okay, remember to subscribe to our show.
Jeff wanted one more shot.
Hey, it's unbelievable. My pulse.
Hey, I'm hanging with Susie and Mike. I'm like, yeah, B-.
Oh, God.
His Fitbit just exploded off his wrist.
Hey, everybody. Remember, Dead On Movie Reviews is just one of 3 shows that cycle through on Dead On Thursdays. We have now streaming, which, if you didn't have enough of Susie tonight, and believe me, I had plenty.
I do have a legitimate question.
Good, let's hear it.
Only if he says okay, because I've made him mad.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
No, this is a real question. Like, I know that we're over and we get, oh my gosh, we're too over this and that. But hear me out. We're not like a show on cable where there's another show coming on, so you have to stick within this thing. We're like a streaming thing and people can listen at their leisure. So is it really that big of a deal when we go over, or did you
I'll explain this.
Okay. Because I don't know.
We need to keep it somewhat near an hour because people want to be able to listen to us on their commute, or they have a certain expectation that we're somewhere within the range of reality. That we don't go on for 3 hours, which every time you come on the show, you have to change your feel for reality at that point.
Well,
which is why she has 3 shows.
But
you love it, Tim. You love it.
But with the content,
he loves it or I love it. Which one?
But with the content that we're putting out, I would stay tuned to this. This is very entertaining. I would hope they would go on for 3 hours.
No, but seriously, thank you for explaining.
We have 15 viewers on YouTube.
Well,
but thank you for explaining that. No, but I
and hi, viewers.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hey, Jeff at otherworldlyculture.com.
Oh my God.
Did you say?
Watch Dead on the Bases.
Yeah,
hell yeah, season 9 champ.
Oh my God. Here, Jeff, I'll just put your socials down in the.
There you go.
But
don't forget about Mondays. Triple M. Monday, McIntyre.
I swear, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye.
I used to say that.
Last question. Cieslak, when you said you love it, were you talking to the great and the powerful?
Yes.
Oh,
he loves it. He loves it.
He does.
He does.
I aggravate the shit out of him, but he loves it.
All right, remember to subscribe to
Tim's
our
way
show
of
using
getting
all the major services. And Mike, why don't you take it for a second?
Finish your sentence first.
As Tim said in the last show that I did, books are easy to wrap. They make great presents. Thank you for that. I can't believe I didn't think of that on my own. They're nice little easy rectangles. We are pretty much done with our yeah, isn't it great when a writer forgets how words work?
I found when I discovered verbs that my sentences got even better.
We're pretty much done with our in-person stuff for 2025, but look for us at a number of places next year, including Pittsburgh. I'm just saying.
Yeah, baby.
So how are you delivering? Oh, hold on. Is this one of your delivery items? You Santa
Yes,
Claus?
I'm sending things out by Santa Shark.
Perfect.
If
Did you
someone
say
asks for
Santa
you to sign it, will you sign it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Why
And I don't
you
even charge
tell
money.
us, Susie, a little bit about Sean?
February 7th, Darkside Collectibles in collaboration with Susie Snowflake 412. We are having Sean Weiss, who was Goldberg in the Mighty Ducks. He was the goaltender guy. He has taken his deep dive into the horror realm. He's joined us as far as horrors and all of that stuff. I can't even say if it's a slasher or what kind of horror movie it is because I haven't seen it yet. Do you know why I haven't seen it yet? It hasn't been released yet, but he is having a private screening at Darkside Collectibles. So you should totally come out. It is a ticketed event, but it's a ticketed event because that ticket includes dinner. It includes a photo professional with them.
Nice.
It includes an autograph with them. It's all kinds of stuff. Totally come out, see it. You can be one of the first people to say, I saw this movie. Like I said, it hasn't been hit in theaters yet. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, come check it out. And you can see me too, so what could be better?
I have heard that there's also popcorn at Dark Side.
There is popcorn. There's popcorn all the time. And if you get the VIP pass, you get free popcorn.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming on Mondays, Jeff, what is so big on Mondays?
This is a PG show, so I can't tell you what's really that big. But anyways, Monday, McIntyre and Miller is mayhem all day, all Monday night. Mondays suck, so we bring some fun to Mondays. And I don't know, you just throw the dice and what you get, you get. It's a spaghetti on the wall type of thing. It's a lot of fun. Right, Susie?
I was going to say amazing, but amazing starts with A. So something that starts with M. Oh,
Just say
Mr. Writer.
amazing. Just say amazing.
It's amazing.
There you go.
It's amazing. It makes mazes.
And remember,
It's full of corn.
it's coming to you on
Mondays!
Tim likes hitting that post.
Back in time, little Monday.
So proud of myself.
It's miraculous.
It is.
Alrighty,
Filled
everybody.
with merriment.
I'm gonna get a dictionary, and I'm just gonna talk M words the whole time.
That's
Marvelous.
highly masturbatory. All right, please remember to rate us.
There's a millennium.
Like us and follow us on it. What is this? Oh, the thesaurus. Perfect.
Hey, I used to have one of those. I have one of those.
Wow, you have a book?
Uh-huh.
The only way he
You know what
gets
it's
books
not?
right,
It's not
the only
mundane,
way
and it's
is
not-
I give them to him at Christmas, and he always kind of looks at it and goes, "Oh, thanks."
I have no time to read. I'm working on shows.
I haven't got time.
I ain't got time to read. Oh, that's bleed. My
Yeah.
bad. Sorry.
Hey, okay, remember to rank us, rate us, like us, follow us on all the podcast applications. It helps people find us here at Otherworldly Culture. We are way over time, so I'm just going
But
to
you love
close
it.
it up.
You all love it.
We wish you a great holiday season. And remember, when you aim at horror, make sure you are dead on. See you next time. Otherworldlyculture.com. Your turkey boys.
lot of breast and thigh. I don't know.
Just the
I know. It's done.